Welcome back to my channel. Let me pause my music, even though this is my song. So, it is time for, hold up, because I'm dark. Why am I so dark? I don't know. I had to add a filter or something. It is time for another episode of Talks with Delise. This is episode 14, I think. Yeah, I think this is 14. So, the last couple episodes have really been a struggle for me because I just have been trying to pull inspiration, and I haven't really had much. All of these shootings and killings and violence, and it's traumatic. So the good thing is I have been actively trying to work through my trauma with my therapist. So that's good. But it's been a struggle for me to have, something to talk about. And I never want to use whatever platform I have, no matter how big or small, in a way that's not actually going to benefit my audience, which is y'all. But before I start, I want to say shout out to this company. They are called Roots of Culture. You can follow them on Instagram. It's a black-owned company. I'm all about the blackness. And I bought this shirt from them, so I just wanted to say shout out to black-owned stuff. We're better when we support each other. But today's topic is going to be, hold on, let me make sure that, stop. Oh, there it go. Oh, yeah, it is on airplane mode. Okay, cool. My bad, y'all. I wanted to make sure my phone was on airplane mode. But I think today's topic is just going to be, don't be afraid to take a break. And I think that you can take that however you want it. Don't be afraid to, while life is about working and grinding and, pushing forth, you cannot be any good to anyone or anything if you are not good to yourself first. So sometimes, y'all, I'm obsessed with these fucking nail colors. Ugh. So sometimes you just have to be able to take yourself out of the mix, because sometimes when you are, hold on, y'all, I gotta fix this angle. I don't like it. There we go. Sometimes when you are too involved in the mix, you do not allow yourself time to recuperate and regroup. And I think that is, especially for black people, it's we just keep pushing, we keep pushing, we keep pushing, we keep pushing. And it's okay, what are you going to do? Push yourself into the grave? Because if you do not take time to make just for yourself, where the only space you exist in is your own, it's detrimental. You cannot push yourself at a pace. If you're non-stop going your entire life, you get to the end of your life, and when you reflect back upon it, do you want all of your moments to be of, I was working, I was grinding, I was doing this, I was doing that? Because if you're not, if you're not working hard enough to be able to give yourself a break, then I feel why are you doing it? Especially if you're raising children. You do not want to have children in this world that do not feel like they are worthy or they can earn breaks. Like me, I will quickly be I will shut everything down in order to maintain my own, mental, physical well-being, and just my sanity. Because sometimes when you do too much, it's just that you doing too much. Like, well, I don't know if y'all could tell from the last episode. My friends said that they could tell. But for those of y'all who can't, I'm single again. And, well, that whole... I just gotta be honest. I was never... Like, I had one foot in the door and one foot out because of the woman I had to be in order to be with him. And that woman is not a woman I'm willing to be anymore. Like, if I can't be with a person and be this version of myself and this, this level of myself, this height, or this, how am I trying to put this? What am I trying to say? This, like, if I don't feel like being this version of myself is gonna be enough, or I have to be something else, I will remove myself from it. And so, like, dating be so hard. And it's like, if I'm honest, what I be doing don't be dating. I don't be dating these niggas. I don't be trying to go out and get to know these men and, expand and grow with them. I be just trying to get my nut and go. Because I don't be having time for too much other shit. Like, I don't want to hear about your baby mama drama. I ain't got no kids. I don't fuck them kids. I don't care about them kids. Don't sit and tell me how, it's so hard to be a father out here. Listen, you men gotta start taking more responsibility for the bitches that y'all choose to nut in. I'm sick of this whole complaining about how crazy your baby mama is and how she ain't shit. Nigga, you ain't shit because you fucked her. And not only did you fuck her, you nutted in that bitch. When are you men gonna start taking more responsibility for that shit? And don't sit and blame me. Don't want to hold me hostage and hold me victim and hold me to the standard of that bitch. Because number one, I ain't having no babies by you niggas. Number two, I ain't having no babies by you niggas. And number three, I'm not her. She ain't me and I'm not her. Because one thing I'm not going to do, listen, because a lot of the ain't shit niggas got the best dick. But just because your dick is good don't mean I'm going to sit up and be stupid and have a baby by you. Bitches, women, y'all got to start holding yourself to a higher standard. Listen, you can get the dick without having to have a lasting effect, meaning a baby. Y'all, listen, I got a Mirena. I even asked my doctor, look, can I take a birth control pill on top of that? Because what the fuck I will not do is at closer to 32, because I'm 31, but in 5 months or so, I will be 32. Listen, we are not getting pregnant if I don't plan to. I do not trust women that just be like, oh, it just happened. It just happened. Bitch, how is it just happened? How is it just happening? Were you raped? No? Then that means you plan to have sex with that man. Ain't nobody nutting in me and I don't know about it. Let me say that again. Ain't nobody nutting in me and I don't know about it. Because, listen, if you don't know nothing else, these niggas can't be trusted. You can't trust these niggas to, get up in it and don't come. You better throw a condom on that nigga. The way I tell men, it is your job not to get a girl pregnant. Women, it is your job not to let these men get you pregnant. If that is not what you want, don't do it. And then if you do want it, don't sit up and complain about he wasn't like this when I met him. Yes, he was. You just ignored the signs. He was. But I got a little off topic. But it's just like, these men be having so much going on. I just be like, listen, I just want to come and go home. Like, can we hurry up so I can go home? Because that's all I want to do. I just want to leave. Did you finished? So I can go? I got other stuff to do. And like that whole like dating realm can be so just stressful because I have to deal with different personality types and, different intelligence levels because the quickest way to my heart is intelligent conversation. Like if we can stay on the same realm as far as issues like, spirituality, morality, um, politics, education, how you view love and respect, those type of things, music, science. If we can have those type of conversations, you got me. Like, I care about that kind of stuff. I care about, like, I want to know what candidate you support based on what you know about them so far. Not just because, oh, I fuck with him just because. No, 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 no. Why? What policies does X, Y, or Z man or woman have that you support? Those are the kind of things that are important to me at this age. Because I'm at an age where, you know, taxes and policies affect me more. Now, when I was in my early 20s, I didn't give a fuck about what they was doing as far as wages and trying to level off the difference between wages and the cost of living. But I care about that now. And if you are a man that's going to be in my life and you just be like, oh, voting don't matter, I don't do that shit. I'm out. My pussy dry, I don't want nothing to do with it. Because if you are not concerned enough about the future to make, to vote, and not just vote in the big elections, vote in the local elections, then we don't. But yeah, just having, like, I've taken a huge step back. Excuse me. I was never a super social person. I'm only drinking bottled water because I need to buy filters for my Brita bottle. But I've been trying to do a lot better because I drink a lot of water. But I've been trying to do better with not buying plastic, these kind of containers. So I have a Brita filter bottle, but I need to buy new filters. So my filter is all dirty. So yeah. But I drink a lot of water to make sure I keep my pH balance. Because you hoes do everything else but drink water, and that's why your pussy be stinking. Y'all be like, oh, I gotta get this soap. No, bitch, drink some fucking water. Water. So, what the hell was I talking about? Oh, my short-term memory is ass. I think it's because I've experienced so much trauma in my life that I quickly tend to forget things. It's like a real problem. Like, I'll have conversations with people that I immediately forget. Not even if the conversation is not necessarily uncomfortable, I just will forget it. Let's see if I can try to scramble my brain and see what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, I was saying about my social life. Like, I've never been a super, like, I don't like to go out. I told y'all, I think a part of it is like, it is a social anxiety. I don't like being around unfamiliar people because unfamiliar people, like, listen, I like going out with people that I know if some shit pop off, you got me. Or you're at least going to make me aware of any imminent threats or imminent danger. And I don't like to go out with people that's not built how I'm built. Like, if we come together, we leave together. Or I at least make sure that you, wherever else you going, you gonna get there safely. I'm a very big proponent, and when I leave someone or they leave me, text me when you get home, call me when you get home. Most people, I like phone calls, but most people don't. So you have to adapt to the way that people communicate nowadays, which is texting. And it's just like, text me when you get home. I'm a really big believer in that. And so I don't really have a huge social life. And that is simply because it is exhausting to have to devote my energy to all these different spaces, because with different people I have different types of friendship. Like I have some friends where I can have super intellectual conversations with them. And then I have some friends where, I just talk about all my hood and ratchet shit. And that balance is very necessary, because if I always had to be, at my intellectual best at all times, it would be exhausting. Because it is exhausting to be an intellectual at all times. It's just hard to do. It's just super hard to do. Huh? Mm-mm. No, I'm still drinking this. I will, though. When I'm finished, I'll bring this to you. Oh, no, I don't have anything empty right now, no. No, that's what I'm saying. It still got something in it. Oh, my God. I swear, every time I'm recording, my grandmother just come and she just say random stuff, and I'm just like, what? Lucille. Gotta love her though. Anyway, so I don't know. Being at my intellectual peak all the time is exhausting, because it's just so, like, being a multifaceted woman, I feel like is harder than being a woman that is just one way. So not only am I highly intelligent, I'm highly sexual, I'm funny as hell. I've had, like, over the past couple weeks, I've had like a couple people tell me I should do stand up, and I don't like crowds, and I don't like being the focus or center of attention. So I don't know how that would go, but I'm not completely closed off to it. I am willing to try almost anything once. And I might do that. I might write like a little, write a set and go perform at an open mic somewhere and see how it goes. I might. Might is the key word. Um, and I am just kind of like, I tend to limit my interactions with other people because I'm an empath, so I take on other people's problems. Like I have a couple friends that are about to be single mothers, and it's just kind of like, ooh, that's stressful in itself. Huh? It's finished. It's finished. And that's stressful in itself, even though I'm not in that situation. And I'm doing everything. I will put, no, not I'm doing everything. I will not be in that situation. Because I just feel like sometimes you just gotta make better decisions for yourself. But it's neither here nor there. I'm not judging anybody. Listen, how you get to whatever is how you get to it. I'm just not gonna do that. So I just am feeling so empathetic for them. Like, damn. Excuse me. And then I have friends that are on the verge of getting married. Like my friend Raphael, he should be about to marry Brianka. If he ain't about to marry Brianka, him and I gonna have a problem, because they've been together for 5 years. I like them together. I like their dynamic. Come on, Raphael, you need to propose. If you need me to help you pick out a ring or whatever, call me. Send me some pictures. Do something. It's time for you to propose to that girl, so y'all can have some kids, so I can have some nieces and nephews. Thanks. But I have friends that are going through that, and I'm still asking people how many kids you got? What's your favorite color? What kind of food you like? So me just wanting the best for people, I feel like sometimes can come at my own detriment, because I can tend to, take on too much. So that's why I limit my interactions. Like I have a very small group of people that I consider my friends. And I have a very small group of associates as well. Just because I feel like when I was in my early 20s, I was trying to do too much and I was trying to be too many things for too many different people, and I wasn't enough for myself. And that's why when I was in my 20s, I tried to commit suicide twice. And it just was like I was doing too fucking much, and I wasn't getting back the love and appreciation that I needed for all that I was putting out. So when I think I was 20, I want to say I was 22 when I was trying to commit suicide. I think I was 22. Damn, that was almost 10 years ago. Um, so I was, after that, after I, survived both of those attempts, um, I'm sorry, I was just thinking about the fact that, so the second time I tried to commit suicide, they had to revive me because I actually, like, I lost my pulse and all that shit. My heart stopped beating because I had taken probably like, I think it was like 165 pills. I just took everything in the house, like all the sleeping pills I had, all the anxiety pills I had, the depression, all of the mental health medications that I had, plus everything else. I just took it all. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna keep doing this. Um, and surviving that, because I had really given up on myself. I had given up on this life. I had given up on living. And once I, came through that, I was like, I won't ever allow myself to get that back to that place. So if I ever feel myself going too far, or if I ever feel myself veering off the deep end, I reel the shit back in. I will shut everything down. For instance, I've been feeling like I've been, working like crazy. So since May, I have been like working. I did take 2 days off. So I was off for 4 days in a row when I was supposed to go to Atlanta, but I didn't go. Um, but I still have been just feeling like nonstop go. Because it's like even on my off days, from work, I'm thinking about how can I, build this YouTube thing? How can I build my community? How can I, be a better me to help other people, to pull out greatness in other people. So I want to be great so I can pull out greatness in others. And I think about that all the time. So actually this week on Friday, I already told my boss, I was like, hey, look, I need a day off. I need an extra day just to be in my own space and just to exist for Delise. Not for Delise the employee, not for Delise the content creator, not for Delise the friend, Delise the daughter, Delise the granddaughter, Delise the friend. I just need to exist for me. So I'm going to take an extra day. I'm going to be off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and just exist. I might record on typically I try to record on Sunday for Tuesday, but I don't know. That I might not do that just because I want to have days where I don't have to think about all of the things that I am or do for others or do to benefit the world as a whole. I just want to exist for me. And I think that people cannot be afraid to take breaks. Don't be afraid to say no. Sometimes no can be your best friend. Don't be afraid to, just turn everything off. Sometimes you just gotta ignore text messages or phone calls. Like there will be times when my friends or my family members call me. Well, not my family members because y'all know I don't really rock with them. So, but the few I do rock with, like my father might call me and I'm just like I'm not in the mood to exist in a space where I am his daughter. Because I had to put on a different type of hat. Because while I am still myself with my father, I still am his daughter. So there is a different element to that. So sometimes I just won't, like I'll take a couple days. Like there are some days that I'm not responding to text messages. I'm not responding to phone calls. I'm not, I'm not DMing you back. I'm not doing that. Because I only have Instagram. So I don't do any other social media. I just do Instagram. I don't have a Twitter. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have a Snapchat. I made a Reddit for like 2 seconds and I got off of that shit. Because I want to limit the amount of myself I put out there. Because this is different. This is me getting to be my true, authentic self. But as far as other stuff, I be trying to limit that. So, like I say, so my message to y'all to sum it all up is do not be afraid to take a break. You earned it. You deserved it. Even if you feel like you are not where you need to be or where you want to be, you're not going to get there if you don't recharge and, recoup. You know what? Because when your phone is about to die, what do? You charge it. Or when you're driving your car and it gets too hot, what you got to do, you got to leave it alone for a little bit. Leave yourself alone for a little bit. Just be in a space where you don't really have to be anything. Just exist. Okay? So do not be afraid to take time just for you. You deserve it. You've earned it. I promise you, after you take that time, you'll feel better. Okay? So what I want to do is challenge everybody to take 1 hour this week. Just 1 hour where you don't do any, you don't work, you don't text, you don't call, you don't, anything that requires interactions with other people, you don't do for 1 whole hour. And then you come back and you comment how you felt after that hour. So I'm challenging all of my people. Mo, I'm challenging you. Tone, I'm challenging you. Booby, I'm challenging you. Raphael, I'm challenging you. Those are the people that I know that consistently watch. Anyone else that consistently watches, comment and let me know so that I know who's watching. Because, you can't really see who views it. You just see the number of views. And just let me know how you feel after that hour. I'm going to do it as well, and I'm going to comment how I felt. Okay? So I want you all to do that. Take 1 hour where you don't have any interactions with other people. You just exist in your own space, and tell me how you feel after that hour. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope that you got something from it. After you do the activity that I want you guys to do, that I'm challenging you all to do, other than that, comment how you felt about this episode. Comment how you feel about how it's going so far. I'm 14 episodes deep, so I hope y'all getting something out of it. Let me know. But you all be good to yourself. Be good to yourself first so that you can be great to others, okay? You have to be great for yourself before you're great for anyone else. You are your best asset. Remember to use it. Bye, guys.